Sparkle Dominic Gonzalez, 224-2014, 0907 AM. Doing a lot of videos and styling them. You know, I'm getting a lot from my own videos there, but I get it. One thing I wanted to talk about, and what I did is I watched the video Pink Houses from John Cougar Mellencamp. And yesterday I did a bunch of videos on FARMAID and me working at the farm and my experiences of farm work and talking to other farmers that are Marines that come from the farms and stuff like that. And I just watched the video again. My uncle Hector used to look like John Cougar Mellencamp, and he loved John Cougar. And I remember I would go see Uncle Hector with my dad, and we'd go for a run, and then he'd play John Cougar. And you know, I grew up with John Cougar, dude. And when I worked on the farm, I watched the FARMAID telethons up until, you know, the 80s, up until like the early 90s. And that supposedly, from all accounts, anybody, because I've talked to a lot of people, they say that goes right to the farmer. What this farm bill does, it supports the corporations that help the farmer. And I use an example, Downton Abbey. It's like on Downton Abbey, you have the Earl, the corporation, and you have the farmer. It doesn't go to the farmer, it goes to the Earl. And then the Earl kind of, do I want to give it to the farmer? What you know what I mean? Kind of, but really uses the money for something else. That has to be clear. That's not made clear by Obama. It's not made clear by anybody. It's just the Republicans passing farm bill. But we have to remember something. In the 80s, when John Cougar was doing the FARMAID, that's during the Republican administration, folks. He was saying that the Republican administration wasn't aiding the farmer, and he had to do those telethons. I remember that. I remember talking to the Marines in the early 90s. We were talking about FARMAID, and we were talking about our experiences of doing farm work. And I said, but you know what, the Republican Party didn't aid the farmer at that time, man. They aid the business, the corporation. So when they passed this this farm bill over increasing the minimum wage, that supports the corporation. And they've always not supported the farmers. The liberals that supported the farmer, but the people don't know that. And it's like they get this one-sided news. It's like a Republican in these communities. It's like they're watching that one-sided news, and then that one-sided news is just telling them a lie, and they don't even go back to the 80s. I mean, I chronicle things, dude. Anybody who knows me, and you should know this by my videos, anyone who follows my videos, but no, I'm going back historically. I'm following years, and I'm pointing out similarities and things that have happened. Talk to John Cougar about that, and go back to the 80s. So my thing is this: where is that money really going? Obama can go do a tour with farmers, but if he doesn't understand what happened in the 80s, doesn't go back to that, and doesn't understand, okay, where does that money really go now? How does it get to the farmer? Does it go to the Earl of Downton Abbey, and then the farmer just kind of gets a little bit, it's like the Hurricane Sandy funds, you know? This city kind of gets a little bit, but there's this bureaucracy and politics within it. Absolutely not. That's what I loved about the John Cougar thing. I mean, he ended up stopping that, man, and it's like, dude, but that went to the farmer. He was overseeing to make sure that the money was going to the farmer. He was actually talking to the farmers to say, are you getting that money? Because I mean, actually, I might have paid for that. I think I gave my mom the money, even my dad the money. He said, I want to watch the FARMAIDs, because I had, you know, I ended up a waiter and a busboy at Coco Dios, a Mexican restaurant, and I remember, but I always wanted to see that. And, but I remember my dad got out, my mom got it, but I think I even gave it to them. I think I even paid for it myself, because I wanted to pay for it. I wanted my money to go to the farm worker, because I'll never forget my experience with that old man and watching the elderly people pick chili in the hot sun, dude. I will never forget that. It burns in my mind. It really does, man. Imagine my grandmother out there, something like that, doing it because she has to. I mean, my God, it breaks my heart. But this is the reality of life, of being in poverty, being in the forest. You know, they're also that, you know, they never recovered from being oppressed by Spain all for hundreds of years, man. I mean, they're still under an oppression by their government. I mean, those are other documentaries.